Look like you need the pain pill. Hi, I'm Dean Bushmiller with Expanding Security. The pain pill is every Tuesday for 3 minutes. I want to find one thing that can make us more secure and make us better at our job, and really to make our job better for us. If you'd like to see our free class this week, you can go to bit.ly PainPill24. The mind map we're talking about today is inside of access control. We've got 44 mind maps available on our site. Check them out. We've got all different types for CISSP, Certified Ethical Hacker, and all the other security certifications out there. We're talking about secure ID tokens from RSA this week. They actually had an attack against RSA, the company, via a phishing attack. And what they did was they gained some data about the RSA tokens that they used to further attack the customers of RSA. Any customer that had used the tokens and was usually using a VPN was susceptible to this particular attack. RSA got attacked by a phishing attack. The customers of RSA got attacked by token abuse, and some other fancy stuff. It really is an access control issue. We may have been relying on a single factor of authentication, tokens, but remember, it also was the combination of convincing the end users who were using virtual private networks and tokens to actually execute a Trojan. So we kind of figured out that there was something new going on there. So it is an access control problem. So you have to ask yourself, how do you know what your controls are in your environment? If you're using tokens, what else are you using in combination with them? How do you have defense in depth applied in your organization? What does each control do for you? How does it support authentication, integrity, confidentiality, and non-repudiation? And then how do you defend yourself like an aerospace firm? Well, Dean, what's that mean? Well, one of the major customers of RSA, a large aerospace firm, figured out that this was a problem and immediately shut down all their VPN access for a short period of time to address the issue. People don't like to turn off access to VPN because it makes them come into the office. But if you react like that, you can protect yourself like that. Otherwise, you can just let the adversaries in. How would you fix this? Well, I think what you need is some clear definitions, maybe a glossary for your organization. You say, what does that have to do with anything? Well, if you don't know what the definitions are when you go to apply them to particular types of controls, you really won't know what kind of controls you have. That means you also have to define the controls within your organization. Go and look in the policy and say, we have these types of controls that protect these particular types of assets. And then you may want to think about an internal audit of the categories of control for your organization and do that on a recurring basis. From an action item standpoint, you have to learn the major types and categories of controls out there. You may want to create a matrix of controls, and that usually applies to a risk assessment matrix, but it's just simply building a map from the controls to the assets. What thing is protecting what of our important assets? Do we have defense in depth? That's what you'll know from creating matrix of access control. You can get more of our pain pills by going to expandingsecurity.com or to the YouTube Expanding Security. We have great details there, and we actually have more details on our site if you sign up for the pain pill. This week, I want you to come Thursday night at 6 p.m. to our CISSP topic on access control, talking about categories and types. You can go to the bit.ly link, PainPill24, 5 minutes before class. If you go early, test out our new feature that tells you whether you're early or late, and it tells you exactly when to come back, because remember, this is Central Time. Hopefully, you don't need a pain pill until next week.